Hi, my name is Mary. Welcome to my first video. I don't really know how to start this. I've been meaning to make a channel for a while, but I don't know where to start, so I decided, you know what, I don't have a plan. I'm just gonna do it. Like, I gotta start somewhere. This is Jasper. This is him, the one, the only, bestest guy, Jasper. And so I guess what I really want to make this channel about is numero uno, plants. Plants. I'm kind of a noob to plants, not really, but at the same time, yes. I'm just now getting into like the real houseplant community. But I've kept plants for a long time. But I'm still learning. I'm pretty much brand new to the reality of what is the houseplant community. What else? Mental health. When I was a child, I got diagnosed with anxiety and ADHD and depression, just generalized diagnosis. And it wasn't until this year, 2023, that I got diagnosed with bipolar 2. So, yes, it's been a very turbulent experience coming to know that I have bipolar, and it's been really hard, and I would like to turn this channel into a space to talk about it, to vent, to maybe spread awareness, and offer the space for other people to talk about their experiences. I'm very passionate about it. And other than that, I guess that's gonna be the general theme. I'm also into all kinds of artsy stuff, so I'm sure that'll be in there too. But I mean, we'll just see where it goes. I'm glad I'm finally making this video. I mean, it might just be a start, but I think it's okay, even if it's messy and raw and silly and unplanned and a tragic mess. Okay, I wanted to go into a little houseplant tour. I want to show you my collection so far. It's not much, it's not special. I don't have any rare plants, so to speak. But hey, why not? Why not just do it anyway? I don't got a bunch of rare plants to show off. That's okay. I will have some rare plants one day, but I'm not in any rush. I'm excited, but I'm not in any rush, and I recognize that my little plant family is just as special to me now as what it will be when I have rare plants. You know what I mean? This is my general houseplant space right now. We are going into winter, and I'm blessed that my dining room is south facing, and I just have all these windows here. Whoa, I just had the craziest deja vu. What the heck is this? Whew, okay. Wow, that was really cool. Okay. Let me count. I'm gonna count my plants, then I'll be back at you. All right, so I counted. It's looking like I have 31 houseplants. That's not including propagations. I do have probably 12 jars of propagation, vessels of propagations with multiple different cuttings in them. Sorry, my cat's playing with a toy. So, without further ado, let's get onto it. Okay, so these over here are kind of neglected. These are just two Rex begonias. I'm not sure which ones. This is not doing good. The edges are crispy. It's not putting out any new growth. Yeah, I don't know about him. I don't know what to do. These, and this one, it's not crispy on the edges, but I've had this one longer, and I am afraid that this one is gonna end up in the same boat because all the new growth that was coming out when I bought it is dead. It's dead and crispy, and I just don't know. These are my only begonias. I decided to give them a shot, and I don't think they like me. I need tips. I need tips and tricks and secrets. This can I made out of an old coffee tin, or this pot. Made it out of an old coffee tin, and it's super cute, I feel. Look at that. It's adorable. Anyway, I have this croton. I stripped all these leaves up here because they weren't looking good when I bought it, and it's put this new growth out, but it's not getting much bigger, and I think it's because it might be getting root bound, because that's a root coming out of the drainage hole. So we'll see about repotting that soon. This is my Mandula pothos. I love the Mandula pothos. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. The variegation is gorgeous. I get a lot of this like whitish, more white variegation on my new leaves, and I don't know, I love it. It is a slow grower though. Oh, this is one of the new leaves here. I love how the new leaves come out all soft and tender and sweet. But yeah, that's my Mandula pothos. I'm really proud of that. I'm thinking I might put it more in the direct sunlight, because I feel like it might grow faster, because that's what happened with my Baltic blue. It wasn't putting out any new growth in medium indirect light, and now it's putting out a lot of new growth. So, all right. Next, we have my beautiful philodendron Brazil. I love it so much. Pretty much all my plants, aside from 2, I've gotten from big box stores. That's just where I am in life. So, I mean, what can I say? But, I mean, look at how beautiful. I repotted this after the soil dried out when I bought it. I didn't repot it, I changed the soil. And it's thriving. It's living its best life. The variegation is stunning. Yeah, that's my Philo Brazil. And this is one of them. I actually have one more and then one in propagation, but you'll see that in a moment. Next, over here, we have my centerpiece plants. I have a Snow Queen pothos that I actually got gifted the cuttings of this. I got gifted 2 cuttings of this. I had them rooting for a long time. Look, it's got a baby new leaf coming out. If you're wondering about my little mushrooms, I make these. So if you are interested in some, let me know. I actually have a bunch more. Those are my minis, but I have a bunch more here. Yeah, so again, I have a bunch more. I have one in there. It's super cute, like a little mushroom is growing out of the pot. How cute. I have some that are like set. Anyway, this isn't promotion time. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my philodendron Paraiso Verde. This is not from a big box store. I got this on a trade. I traded a crystal, a really pretty crystal for it. And I don't know about this guy. I'm not too worried about whether or not the leaves come out variegated, though this one is new, and it did come out with a tiny peak of variegation because I did increase the heat. But first of all, my cat has been going to town, hurting my feelings, and this leaf was stunning. But other than that, I don't really get variegation on it. I just don't really know what to do. It came in this like soilless aeroid mix, and the lady I got it from told me to just sit it in a vessel with some rocks and water, and roots are coming out of the bottom, and I just don't know what to do. I'm not familiar with this type of plant. I'm not familiar with aeroids. I don't have many like this. I don't have any like this. This is my only one. So we'll see what happens. It's pretty though. I love the look of it. It's kind of sprawled out. I don't really have a moss pole for it, but I really want to get one. Next is my other Philo Brazil. This actually came from the other Philo Brazil that I showed you, and it looks like it needs water actually. But It came from the other one when I changed the soil. There were so many cuttings that I couldn't really fit them in the pot after I got all the soil off. So I just made another pot, and it's really pretty. This is my favorite leaf. My favorite leaf right here. But yeah, I'm gonna give it some water today, but other than that, it is a very healthy plant. Next is my Peperomia clusifolia, or jelly. I got this not too long ago, big box store, $5. But I think this is a really pretty plant. I love the pink edges that it gets on it. I love the stripes of variegation. It's so pretty. It adds such a vibe. Next, I'm gonna show you up here, this bad boy is, sorry, it's a mess down there, is just a variegated Vincevine. My neighbor actually, she was pulling hers out of the side of her house and just threw me a bunch of bundles with the roots. So I put them in a pot, and I had them inside. I had it inside for a while, and it was just failing, and I thought it was going to die. And so I just stuck it outside in direct sun. And within a couple weeks, it was sprouting out new growth like crazy. So I decided to bring it in over the winter and put it under this grow light. And this is my only grow light. I'm poor. Put it under this grow light, and it's doing really well. This pot doesn't have drainage, so I don't have to water it that much. When I do, I just water enough to where I feel that all the stems and leaves are getting adequate water. And yeah, it's been putting out new growth for me inside, and I think it's gonna do good in here over the winter. So next is my Hoya Bertonier. I got this, and actually this is not the main Bertonier plant. I got this out of a hanging basket from, I think, Lowe's. And it was, oh my God, soaked. I'll show you the main plant. Yeah, it was soaked, and it had edema spots all over it. Now it's hard to see with the sun. Here, like, this is mild. I got rid of all the leaves. Like, it looked bad. I'll try to insert a picture, actually. It looked really bad. And I thought it was fungal, or I thought it had some kind of nasty mites. Like, I don't know. It looked really bad. But I did some posts on Reddit, like, hey, what's going on with this? And they told me it was most likely edema, and to let the soil dry out completely and repot it when that happened, and in a chunky mix. And so I did, and it's doing really well. It's doing really well. I removed pretty much all, like, the bulk of the leaves that had the edema. And yeah, it's thriving for me. And actually, when I repotted it, there were so many cuttings rooted in this one little hanging basket that I actually got 2 more plants out of it. So I got this little guy right here, bump, and this one right here. And yeah, they're all doing really well. I think I don't know which one it is. There might be one rooted cutting that didn't do too well after repotting, but it's to be expected sometimes. That's okay. So speaking of over here, I'll just go ahead and show you what plants I have over here. This is my Baltic Blue Pothos. And I will be honest, I've had a love-hate relationship with this plant, but it's starting to be more of a love relationship, because when I first got it, I got it from Walmart, and it had mealies, and I didn't even know what mealies were at that time, because as I said, I am kind of new to the realities of the houseplant community and what goes on. And so I saw these little cotton fluffs, these little cotton bugs, on this plant, and I was like, what the heck? And I researched and researched, and I figured out what they were. And that moment, I took every possible precaution I could. I really got into the nitty-gritty of this plant and did the routine, like cotton swab with alcohol, like making sure they were all gone. And I have not seen them in like 2 months. So I think we're in the clear. But it has, it wouldn't produce any new growth for a while. And now I've got a lot of new leaves here. There's one here with a new leaf coming out right there. Right here with a new leaf coming out right there. Right here is a new leaf. And then in this trailing bit there's a new growth. Yeah, and oh, there's some new growth right there too. Yeah, it's just also it's right here in the view of the afternoon sun. So that might be too much when spring and summer comes around, but for now it's perfect. Okay, so next I have my beautiful purple passion vine. This one has gone crazy. I think it might need water. Yeah, it does. It needs water all the time because it grows so dang fast. So dang fast. I feel like it might be a little leggy. I don't know what it wants. Like, I don't know. It's growing though. It's growing for real. Like when I put this stake in to hold it up, it was like right there, and now it's grown a lot. So next, I have this little cactus. This little baby cactus. It's just, I don't know how it's doing. It seems okay. I've had it for a while. Yeah, it's cute. It's fine. I think it's called a balloon cactus. I don't know. So next, and my newest addition to the plant family is my Hoya carnosa Crimson Princess. I actually got it from Home Depot, and it was actually very healthy. The soil wasn't over soaked, so I just did the standard. Like let it acclimate to its new environment, and then repot with new soil. And so I just repotted it yesterday, and yeah, it seems pretty happy. My soil was already moist, so I didn't water it yet, so I think I might water either today or tomorrow. We will see. But she's cute. She is cute. I'm very new to Hoyas. These are the Bertonier and the Crimson Princess. They're my first Hoyas. I'm really, really, really excited to get into the world of Hoya. Very excited because Hoyas are so beautiful. I can't wait to see some blooms. All right, what's next? Over here, we're not gonna pay too much attention to this guy. Yeah, he's just, I'm not, like, I don't know about those. They say they're easy, but I beg to differ. All right, next, I'm gonna show you my beautiful combo pot of the variegated and regular string of hearts. I also got this on a trade for a crystal with the same lady. But yeah, it's got both regular string of hearts and variegated string of hearts in it. And it's so pretty. I've got a little crystal in it. I love it. It was actually much longer. It was all the way down to here, but I gave it a haircut. And I've got all of it propagating now. There's a lot of new growth though. These cute little variegated babies, there's some new growth coming out. Let's see. Oh, so cute. So cute. I love string of hearts. It's probably one of my favorites. So next, I have my heartleaf philodendron. This was a cutting, and it was gifted to me. The bottom leaves are the oldest leaves, but it puts out a lot of new growth. There's some new growth. There's new growth right there, that leaf. Yeah, it was actually one big long cutting, and when I got it, I just cut it into two. And now I have two 2 root systems in this pot. So beautiful. I love heartleaf philodendron. Any variety, I love them. Okay, so next I have a philodendron white knight. It's super pretty. I actually rescued this plant. It was in a dumpster. So that's how I have this. It has beautiful half moon variegation here. And this is the second to last newest leaf. And this is the newest leaf. Hey, buddy. Woo! What's up? Yeah, it's beautiful, but I'm afraid it's like trying to go completely variegated. But we will keep an eye on it. And I don't know why it comes out with these, the new growth comes out with like these brown spots. I don't really know why. I know my cat likes to mess with my plants. So, yeah, I don't know if maybe she's like chewed on the new growth or what, but it's fine. It's fine. So here's, I actually lied, there's another Bertonier. These were the leaves with, or the stems with really, really bad edema. And I cut them down to the few best leaves on the stem. And yeah, I just wanted to see if I could get them to grow. All right, so next we have this cutie little string of hearts. This was just a random cutting that I rooted. I don't even know if it's gonna make it. It looks okay. But I just threw it in this little pot to see what would happen. And I guess we'll see what will happen. It is the next day. I was editing and realized I didn't talk about this, so I'll just go ahead and give a quick little talk about this guy. So this is actually a pup from my fiance's mom. Her plant, which is huge, it's so big, it's like bigger than this whole plant stand, like it's like twice that width. But anyway, so this is just a little pup. I've had it rooting for about a month. I just stuck it straight in the soil and seems to be doing all right. I mist it often to increase humidity because I don't have a humidifier, but that's okay. It's seeming all right. So yeah, this is my one and only Spidey plant. It's cute. Got a little crystal in there. So next I'll show you what's above my sink. Below Micans. I have just these 3 stakes inserted into the pot to see if I could get it to grow up. I just honestly don't have the money to get like moss poles and stuff like that, so I'm working with what I got. It'd be like that. But yeah, this is my Philomicans. It's actually one of my favorite plants. I am having some trouble with it. I think I might have found a thrip on it. I think I might have. And I hope that's not the case, because I kind of I couldn't tell whether it was a thrip or a fungus gnat. I will find out. I did isolate it from, I kind of isolated it from plants that I thought would be susceptible. So hopefully, you know, it doesn't have thrips. It doesn't look like it does. Like, neither of them look like they do. But I'm just keeping an eye on it. And if I see like an actual thrip infestation, I will like remove it from this room. So this is just a propagation. It has some Bertonier, some golden pothos, some spider plant. Look at that root. All right, so this is actually another Crimson Princess. I got this out of the same pot that the other one came in when I changed the soil. So now I have another Crimson Princess plant. I think it's so pretty up here on the sink. Oh my god, my satin pothos, or my Scindapsus. Let me tell you about that. All right, so this is all I got on the satin pothos because I bought, it's putting out a new leaf, but I bought a whole pot of it at Home Depot, and it was soaked. Like I accidentally took it was a whole like big hanging basket. And I took that little bottom saucer off, twisted it off, and it just poured water. It was horrible, and I didn't think anything of it. The plant looked really healthy. Thought it would be fine. Turned out it definitely had root rot, and I was not prepared to deal with it. I did not know what to do, and I didn't know it had root rot, so, you know, I just put it in new soil in a new pot, and it just declined and declined and declined, and I was so sad. So I took cuttings, took multiple cuttings, and this is the only cutting that made it. The other ones rotted away in the water. This was the only cutting. This is my little survivor. Oh my God. But it's putting out new growth now. I'm just gonna work with it, and hopefully in a couple years I'll have a full plant out of it. And I think it's more rewarding that way anyway. Okay, so this is my golden pothos. I actually got this from, well, I got cuttings of it from a previous roommate who had a very large pothos, and I took like multiple different cuttings and rooted it, and she going now. It's got new growth coming out all the time. Obviously it's a pothos, but yeah, so that's, I believe, it for my potted plants. I will move on to propagations, even though I already showed you that one. Okay, so for my first round of propagations, I'll be showing you my sphagnum moss propagations. I've only explored this method of propagation as well as propagation with water, obviously. So I really like the sphagnum moss method. I'm really interested in exploring perlite propagation and fluval stratum. I believe that's how you pronounce it, propagation. So yeah, you remember how I was saying I gave my string of hearts a haircut the other day? So these are that. This is she. I have them directly under the grow light, under these lids. I hope they're not too opaque. They shouldn't be. Okay, so these are all the standard string of hearts. I'm hoping to make a pot of just the standard string of hearts, since all I have right now is a combo pot, even though it's really pretty. But yeah, I'm hoping to make a standard string of hearts pot with that. And then I have 2 of the variegated string of hearts, and they're all looking good. They've only been propagating for 3 days, so I doubt they have any roots, but I'm so excited to see them grow. I actually already have propagated a round of them, but as I'm sure many of you know, string of hearts propagates really quickly, and it grows really quickly. So this is actually my second round of string of hearts propagation. The first round actually went as gifts. I gave them to some family. So next I have more Bertonier. I'm gonna have so much Hoya Bertonier after this is all said and done. It's insane, because I also have so much Bertonier propagating in water too. All right, so this is string of hearts wet stick. I don't know if this is gonna work. I just didn't want to throw these nodes away if there was a chance that I could get them to root, so I just have them in this. I don't know if this is the right method for wet stick propagation. I would like, if not, I'm gonna try perlite. That's what I'm gonna try, but we will see. I'm gonna check them over the next few days, and if they don't seem to be doing what I want them to do, I will transfer them to something else. Next for propagation, more Bertonier. What do you know? Some more golden pothos. I tend to put pothos cuttings in propagation vessels because they make propagations root faster. As you can see, this Bertonier is rooting a lot, and it's only been a week and a half, 2 weeks since I started that. Oh, and there's also a string of hearts strand in here, just the standard regular string of hearts. But yeah, those are those 2. Then over here, nothing new, golden pothos and Bertonier. So that is that. And for my last propagation, it's actually in my bathroom. It's just a philodendron Brazil. Honestly, I've had this in this for months. Months, I tell you. Look at those roots. Woo! That is awesome. But I don't really feel like potting this up, so I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna just leave it. Okay, that concludes my little baby houseplant tour. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was silly, goofy, crazy. But yeah, hopefully I can make more of these videos. Maybe I'll make some videos of me repotting plants or talking about my journey with certain plants. Talking about new plants that I get, you know, growing my collection. And also, as I said before, we'll bring up some topics about mental health and where I am in my mental health, where I am in treatment. And we'll talk about like shared experiences if who knows. We'll talk about everything, anything, everything, whatever. This is my good guy right here. I'm sorry that my setup is not ideal for a YouTuber, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's 2023. World's crazy. And also, I guess I'll say, if you liked this video or whatever, subscribe. I'm really trying to pave a new way in life for myself, and I've always been drawn to this. I've tried a couple times, but we're not gonna talk about it right now, at least. But yeah, this is something I've always been drawn to, and I'm so passionate about plants. I'm so excited to learn more and grow with the plants, and just hope that I can make a few friends along the way. I guess maybe next video I'll do like an about me or something. We'll see. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. What's that? I don't know.